Hi, guys. This is Jeanette from Creations of the Heart Art. And I am creating the heart frame. And this is my area, right? So here we go. Now, I can do this two ways. If those of you saw the first time how I picked the pictures and how I measured the heart. So I took the heart and I put it against the picture on my screen. That way I knew it would fit, so it would be something like that. And then I can go two ways with this. I can put clear resin in the front, right? And make it come out like that, you know? Or I can put the color of her wedding here, which is sky blue. She had blue, so I can tell by her picture right here is this beautiful blue and it matches with this tie. So I was thinking I can do the color first and then, but you only fill it up like halfway because you don't want to fill it up all the way because you need to have clear. Now, the reason I want to have this like this is because I can see the bubbles and make sure that the picture comes out clear, unlike in the back. Now, usually I put something in the back of the picture, but because I'm gonna make it like a dark blue, the blue. You want to go ahead and you don't need to put nothing back there unless you want to put a little sparkle, little thing. But anything dealing with solid colors, because this is a solid pearl blue, and I use Rolio Maya blue, and anything doing with colors, you want to go ahead and never put a design because it will disappear. So I decided not to go with a design and decided to just leave it. Sometimes simple is pretty. So what I decided to do, well, let me go back. You can do it two ways. You could put the picture here and put the clear, but and then it's a catch 22 whether you're going to have bubbles or not because you can't look at it. So because this is very important and it takes a lot of resin, I am not going to do it that way. What I decided to do is I'm going to put the color underneath. Okay. And then when it dries, I'm gonna put the picture on top and then put the clear on top so I could get a better picture. That way I have control over it. And that's sometimes you get control of it. So what I decided to do for my friend here is literally go ahead and now this is for her parents. Now these right here, this is Cobb and his wife. And they're both dear friends of mine. And this was their daughter. Okay, Kendall and her husband, and then we have Sherry and Cole, and we were in the army together, and I worked for him. So their daughter got married. I couldn't go, so I decided to give them both the gift. The bride is always getting the gift, and the parents never do. So this time, what I'm gonna give to the parents is I'm gonna give them a picture of themselves. And then I think it would be a nice picture. I haven't decided if I'm gonna give this one, which is the father and the mother with the bride, or just the father walking the bride down. Now this one is gonna go to the parents. And then this one, she requested it. She says, I told her I'm doing giving you a gift and I need a picture. So she don't know what I'm doing. So I went ahead and this is the picture that she chose that she wanted me to do. So then this is a cross in the back, and I didn't want to cut the cross. So what I love it is that I'm going to use it part of the picture. I'm going to put it part of the picture. So what I'm going to do, so I'm going to take all the pictures out because I'm going to need them all. So here I am, and I love the way the pictures came out. I laminate. A lot of people don't laminate. They like to use Mod Podge and things like that. So I'm going to go ahead and put this on the side, and let me put some music on here. And I'm gonna go ahead and let me see. Um, you'll see me mixing and stuff. Taking care of the camera here. That's why you see it moving. Okay. So that way, you can see what I'm doing here. Okay, so what I decided to do is I'm going to use my big measurement because I know that this heart alone, it takes 300. So now you're looking at 600. This will take like about 40 or 50. So I'm looking at maybe 250, give or take. Now, one thing I want to do you see this heart here and it has little sparkles in there? You always want to go ahead and make sure that it's clean. So you take a wet wipe. Okay, I always like to use the wet wipes. You could do any wet wipes. There's no specific brand. A lot of people tell you specific brand if they're sponsoring. I just go to Dollar General and get any wipe wrap. And you want to go ahead and just go ahead and clean it. It comes out automatically. You see? And I like to clean it. This one must have been something for Valentine because I have red sparkles in it. You know, and I have a lot of these. I have like every time I make the bowl, I immediately okay. I immediately fix it out and everything. So okay, so that's good, but I don't want to leave it wet. So let me go ahead and let me get a towel. Okay, so see, you want it that clean, okay? And let me see, because these big ones I did use a lot. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean these. Now the bottom is actually the stand. What I love about this frame, if you ever get it, it comes with its own stand. And that's what I like. So I'm gonna use this. I use my own stand. So I'm gonna get a little towel and come and dry it up. Okay. So I'll do a fresh right here. Dry it up. You want it as clean as possible. You don't want it wet because the resin and there's my dog barking like always. I love her to pieces. Okay. So I notice this one still got a lot of stuff. So I go ahead and I clean it out. Make sure every heart is nice and clean, especially if you use them a lot. And I use them a lot. Like for Valentine, I'm busy making hearts, pictures, weddings, things like that. So, okay, all of my thing is clean. Okay, here's a stubborn little diamond. That's what you gotta have nails for this. Let me tell you. It's a stubborn little, ooh, glitter. Ooh, everybody's nightmare. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put these two in the bottom and put this one on top. And she's just seeing someone bark. No problem. She likes to bark. What can I say? I wouldn't have it no other way. Okay, so like I said, you're looking at total framework. You're looking at 600. Three here, but we're not gonna do that. So I decided to use my big one. This one has 250 milligrams, right? So 200. So what you want to do with your resin, okay? You want to go ahead and put 100 of part A, another 100 of part 2, mix it up, and then we're going to mix the colors. So I want to go ahead and put my gloves on, because you want to go ahead and always tell you they be safe. You got to be safe. Okay? And if you're watching me online and you want to hit a comment, you can. I'll be able to see it on any comment. Let me see. Comments. Yeah. I can press it and see comments. Okay. So here it is. All right. Okay. Okay. So now you're grabbing part A. Okay. It's part A. Okay. Here we go. And you want to go as far as 100. So that's what you want to do. Okay, it's exact measure. I like that the cups come with the numbers. Then you grab part B. 100. Okay. Then you want to mix it. I grabbed the big stick this time. So I'm going to go ahead and move this over here so you can see me mix this. Because it's important that you look at it, you know. Let me move this one. Okay, right here. Oh, let me see. Okay, right there. Okay, so you're going to move it. You're going to move it. You want to move it. It's going to get cloudy at first. And then you want to go ahead. We're going to go ahead. All right. So you're going to move it. See how nice it is? It gets cloudy and then it gets clear. And I kind of do the other way. Okay. There we go. I'm waiting it for it to be clear. Usually I do this for like 1 minute. You know, I'm going to go ahead and get a good mixture in there, but you don't want a lot of bubbles. What I like about that brand is really don't give you a lot of bubbles. And if you have a lot of bubbles, then you get the heat gun. And that's so good because the pictures are not long. You can always get the heat gun there, you know. Okay. So, all right. I think that's good. All right. Here we go. All right. So now I grab this trio, right? Open it up. See that powder? So I like it thick because her pictures were really pretty with this color. You know, if you need more, you can always put more. But I go ahead. Everybody's gonna get a little bit, you know. You ever seen those glass heart frames where they have 3D pictures of the product? The picture in a heart in a cube. It's gonna look something like that. So I kind of do those too. A little bit more difficult than anything else, but you can't put color on that. It has to be all. What you're looking for is you don't want no lightness. You want to go ahead and get much mixing as you can. Okay. All right. All right. See, I like it. You know when it's the 2 scoops were perfect. See how pretty they are? Okay. All right. That's the color of her bouquet. Her colors were blue and gray. Here we go. It's this beautiful color. Look at that. Oh, I love it. Don't you think that's pretty? Look at that. Let me move the stick so you can see. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? What a pretty color. You know? And the little bumps that you see is the thing coming to life. So, let me go ahead and put this on the side. Right? So you don't want the spoon to get dirty. I always clean as I go. That way I can use things again. Okay, and what you see the thing doing right now, the colors, is that it's actually bubbling up, you know? So the bubbles are coming up, and that's good. That's what you want it to do. Because when you pour it, in this cup, I like to pour it, you know, I can go ahead and just let go. So I'm gonna put the other heart here, move this away. I just wanted to show you this. Okay. So usually I have so much on this thing on the table, but I wanted to show you, what it looked like. Okay. So moving the things around a little bit. Okay, what you want to do, you don't want to put that much in because you want it to be clear. The main process clear, but you want to cover the back. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start with the little one. You can see the little one here. Okay. You don't want to fill it. Remember, you just want to cover the bottom. You just want to be able to cover the bottom. You don't want to fill it. Okay. You're not filling. And if you see it doesn't go all the way like that one, then you fill it some more, but you don't want to fill it. Okay. Hoping I could do a lot there. And usually it expands and everything. So the big ones, I'll give them a little more because the little ones are easier to do. So I'll grab my stick and just go a little bit more on here. You want to go ahead and cover the bottom. That's what you want to do. Okay. All right. I scrape all the way down. Make sure I use everything, okay? So I've noticed that this one is not. So what you can do, you can literally move it over, move it down, and then settle it in. Just like this. We move it over, move it down. You want to go ahead and have it settled in, okay? Now, as you can see, little bubbles are coming up, right? But we have a faster way of doing that. This is where you take the heat gun, right? You want to take the heat gun. And I have an extension on mine, so I can go from there to here. Make sure I get it out there. All right. Here we go. Okay. So I'm going to move this out of the way. Okay. And I'm going to move this a little up so you can see it. That way you can see mainly all of it. I'm thinking I make my camera go a little bit, but you get the point. I'm going to have it all here. Okay. All right. So I have that. All right. Push that out of the way. Okay. All right. All right. So you're gonna get the heat gun. I gotta use a little white for my hands. Okay. So you're gonna grab the heat gun. All right. All right. This will take out the bubbles. Okay. Sorry if I hurt your ears there. Okay, so basically this is the step into making the black back the back background of each picture. Now as the bubble comes up, I'll put more of the heat gun in it. So this is the second step. This is part two. When we come back on part three, I will put the pictures in and then use clear resin to cover it up and do the same thing. Then, if you notice, I didn't use this because that's a different number and I don't want to, I first like to do the hearts. That way I don't waste resin on the thing. So, just in case you didn't have no resin, you can always put backings on the heart, to hang them up on the wall. You can um, put commands and hang it up on the wall. But with this, I usually put resin and I'll use the same color. I'll put the resin, make the and then glue it together with Gorilla Glue, and it will stay in as a heart frame. You can put it anywhere. If you want to put it on the wall, that'll be great too. So yeah, this is the simplicity of making the second part of making the heart frame. I showed you the first part that was basically showing you the first part of how to cut the pictures. Okay. And I showed you the pictures, which here they go. See? So these will be hearts and they'll be in this. Okay. All right. Well, that's it for now. Until I see you again. This takes about 1 day to cure. If it was in the morning, by the afternoon, it'll already be dry. But I want to go ahead and just leave it like that. So I will see you in part three. Okay. Thank you for watching, and I will see you again soon.